What's good? It's Sam here, and I want to give an update on what I'm doing for the marketing of every video. Well, not every video, but a lot of the videos, and tell you the results in terms of the actual data and the analytics for Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter, and see the actual conversion in terms of which one is performing best. But before I get into that, excuse me, let me burp. But what I'm doing is I'm documenting the journey to getting to $100 a day online. If you want to follow me on that journey, press that subscribe button. It helps out, bro. And if you want to help out even more, next time you go to purchase something on Amazon, use my link in the description. It is going to be for a pre-workout, but you can click on the link, and then you can purchase whatever through that link within the next 24 hours, and I will get credit for it. So that means Amazon pays me instead of keeping the profit for themselves. If you want to support the channel. If not, completely get it. Do your thing. Anyway, to get back to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on Facebook. We're going to look at the insights, is what Facebook calls it. We're going to look at the post outreach as well as the engagement. And we're going to compare that to the Twitter impressions, the tweet impressions, meaning the number of people who saw the tweets. And then we're going to also look at, I forgot to mention, LinkedIn and Pinterest, and we're going to compare them, and then we're going to tie them all back into YouTube analytics to see how the traffic is converting, and then go from there. So this is an update. If you do want to follow along, click on the channel, and you can see my last update. I've did some other ones on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. Go back to the channel, scroll through some of those videos, and you can see what it was like before. So I've seen a big increase in terms of the numbers are just across the board, which is awesome. I'm going to start tracking that too in a separate spreadsheet so that I can keep you guys updated as I move along. I've also had 4 sales so far. So whoever that was, thank you. And there's 3 separate sales. One person purchased 2 items. So thank you for that. And that was through the Amazon affiliate link. Anyway, to get into it, we're starting with Facebook here. So I'm just going to show you. This is my Facebook as of November 13th. This is as of the last 28 days here. So if you come right down here in the middle, this is the post reach over the last 28 days. It's up 735%. Awesome, which is freaking awesome to be up almost 1,000%, 750% roughly. So that's amazing. Also, the post engagements. So the post engagements are only up 20%. So what's going on? I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. All the other numbers are up, but like those 2 here and here, this is up a shit fuckload, and this is only up 20%. What's going on? I mean, it's still a 0.25% of engagement. You know what I mean? Roughly. I'm getting about 21% engagement on my posts. If you take this and divide it into that, which is awesome. It's just curious to see how those numbers are playing out. Now, if we come over to Twitter, so my Twitter also over the last 28 days, the number of tweet impressions is 11,500. That's up 1,500%. So roughly double the number I had on Facebook, remember? Because Facebook was about 4,500 right there in the number, in the middle, 4,460. And then on Twitter, it was 11.5. So this is just tremendous. The number of tweets is also up a fuckload here. Number of people who have mentioned me, and the number of new followers. As you can see, I didn't use Facebook or Twitter very much at all. So I'm up doubling my followers here. And so I've got more than double, like 2.5 times the number of impressions, which on Facebook would be called my reach. Now, when we get to the end, I'll tie it back into my the actual click-through on YouTube. I think the number of views last time was 78 over a 90. So what this is 92 profile views over the last 90 days. I don't have the data that shows me how much my posts were actually viewed. So last week, from this week to this week, I was up 27%, and then from last week to as of the says the 12th, although today's the 11th, a week of the 12th. But today's December 11th, as you can see right there. So December 11th, we're up to 92 profile views. This is on my LinkedIn profile. So if you want to check me out there, go say what's up. It's Sam Stolt. And we have Pinterest. Okay, so we're also going to tie this in terms of the number of click-through on YouTube. Now we have Pinterest. And now Pinterest, I'm just getting into. We have 1,100 right there. We have 1,160 viewers, I guess, and 9 engagement. So this is the average for the month. As you can see, I didn't really do much, and it just started taking off recently. This has been the best post. What makes it easy to stay on a low-carb diet, having fun flexing in the gym. And both of those each have 400 impressions. So I've got a bunch of viewers, and we're going to check to see how many of these are clicking through to watch on YouTube. Oh, this is something else. Okay, so now the most in terms of the number of impressions was here, unless I had data from LinkedIn to know how many my posts were getting viewed. So now if we come all the way back down here to Facebook or to YouTube, so this is my YouTube for the traffic sources from the November 13th through November 10th on my channel. And you get to, and this is not just all the traffic sources. This is specific to external traffic sources. So we've got right here, you can see this is growing in terms of the external traffic sources. Now, if we come down here, the top external traffic source in terms of minutes to watch, right over here on the right-hand side, the 774. Google sends me 31% of my external traffic. Then Facebook sends me 10%. Then Google Plus. I didn't get into Google Plus because I don't really have any data on Google Plus. But remember, if we looked back at the actual numbers, Facebook had about 4,500 impressions. So we've got 247 minutes watched on that. So when you actually go through and do the math on that, 247 divided by 4,460, we've got 5.5% clicking through. So that's amazing. Like, to get click through on Facebook. So what I'm thinking is figuring out how on Facebook, let me go back over here, to get this number up, right? If I can get this number up right here, 10, 20, 30,000 for my reach, at a 5, even if my click-through drops slightly from 5.5%, but if you multiply that times 30,000, my reach, that's going to be an additional 1,600 people that are, in terms of 1,600 minutes that are getting watched on YouTube. So that should be tremendously helpful. Also, in terms of the minutes watched on YouTube, it's not just, there's a multiplier effect. So if I send traffic there from Facebook or Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google Plus, etc., my blog, then if you look at the actual data in terms of Google versus what I'm sending over there, you can see I'm actually sending higher quality traffic to YouTube, and how you gauge that, right? So let's just take Facebook and Google, right? Google's sending me 31% and Facebook's sending me 10%. Now, if we come over here, all the way over here, this is the average viewing duration for traffic from Google on the top versus traffic from Facebook. So as you can see, the traffic I'm sending there is way better. And right here, Google Plus is sending me a decent amount of minutes watched, but it's actually worse than traffic on Facebook. But the next category after Google Plus is LinkedIn and Twitter, which are down here. Twitter's way down here, and then there's looks like a mobile app of some sort. But LinkedIn and then Twitter. So let's follow this all the way across here. So also a minute and 56. What was this one? Oh, this is a website that put my video on there. Twitter, come on across here at 2 fucking minutes. That's awesome. That's tremendous. Because the average for the entire channel. Okay, now let's do the mobile app. So this looks like it's a minute and 19 seconds, just marginally, basically the same as the traffic from Google. And you can go through and see that I'm actually sending better quality traffic through to YouTube, and there's a multiplier effect on that. And I don't know if it's going to pull up here, but the multiplier effect is the traffic that I send there has a higher probability of clicking on more of my content, and so there's other ways to gauge the traffic sources through suggested video, through browsing features, and then it's also just going to show up more. The more video, like the more links that I build from an SEO standpoint, the more links that I build to my content or any individual video is going to increase the juice, or like it's going to increase within the algorithm for YouTube on the YouTube platform. So if I have, a couple links coming back in versus as many as I can get, if I can get 8 to 10 links back or substantial, 800, but I'm not even anywhere near that. But if I can get a few links back in with a few clicks on all of them, then it tells YouTube like, oh, this content is pretty good. We should show this content to other people. Plus, those people that I'm sending in there, more than likely a decent percentage of them have Google accounts. So Google already has data on these people. So if I'm sending, say, men between the ages of 35 and 45 to YouTube, YouTube already has a profile on them, and it's like, oh shit, look at this. They're coming here and they're watching a longer time on these, so then they know to actually surface that content to more 30 and 45-year-old people just who are searching for certain keywords. So there's a multiplier effect in all these other categories from me just sending traffic over there. So it's a giant, has a lot of synergy to it in terms of the overall minutes growing, the more traffic you send through external links. And it's not just the minutes in terms of the external minutes total. It's just the overall channels growing from all these other carryover effects of the external traffic, if that makes sense. Now, if you like the analysis that I go through on this kind of thing and exactly what I'm doing, I can go into further detail on exactly what I do on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. If you want to see that, press that like button or let me know down below in the comments. I'll probably do a video on it either way to show you exactly how I'm driving all the reach on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I'm going to try to get better data on LinkedIn going forward. And if you have any questions about any of this, let me know down below in the comments. And if you don't want other people to see your comments, reach out to me on Instagram. There'll be a link in the description right above that link for Amazon if you want to support the channel. Remember, buy your Christmas shit through that link. It will link you to a pre-workout, but you can look for anything. It doesn't cost you anything more. You don't have to do anything else. It's just telling Amazon that you came through the link I sent. So instead of Amazon getting that profit, I get that, which is a tiny little sliver. You can see a few videos I made about what was purchased and how I got those, and I'm consistently getting the clicks through that link. So thank you so much. Again, subscribe and press that little bell notification. That little bell notification is going to put my content on your phone every day, and I don't know why. Why or how you could find something better than that. Yep, no, I can't understand what would be better than that. I'm thinking about it, and I'm not coming up with anything. Unless you could get pizza out of your phone or something, but you can't. So my face on your phone would probably be ideal. Anyways, if you're still watching at this point, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.